What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Bearded Beard Time, back again. We're gonna be playing a little bit of Magic the Gathering, and this deck right here is so much fun. We're gonna be playing some Fleetfoot Dragons. That's right. We're playing Naya in Standard. Let's not mess around. Let's look at the deck real quick. Before we get started into the games, so this is the deck list here. I'm playing 2 Destroy Evils. It's a fantastic card to be able to just get in there. You know, it hits Sheoldred, which is obviously a big time card in the format. Plus it hits enchantments. I'm flirting with the idea of bumping this up to maybe 3, but I like Fateful Absence because planeswalkers are so much more prominent now. It seems like as the meta has evolved, there's more planeswalkers, so Fateful Absence has become a little bit better of a card, but also it's just really good against mono white, which is one of the top decks in the format. Riveteers Requisitioner. This card is just so versatile, and we've got a little hidden gem in here that this card is really going to work well with, not only to ramp out some of our bigger stuff that we're going to be casting, but also being able to be an immediate threat and also another haste threat on the board. And of course we got a couple of Reckoners here. It's argued that you could put more in there, but I think right now, I think 2 is the right number for now. But this is the pet card in the format, or in standard for me here in this deck. Is this Alchemist Gambit. Sometimes I've been able to cast the cleave cost a decent amount of times. Surprisingly more than you think, which is so intriguing because those late game interactions when the board is almost kind of at a stalemate, you being able to just take an extra turn, and especially since I have so many flyers in the deck, this card has just won me the game. I don't know how many times, whether you just go for the win when the opponent is tapped out, or being able to pay that cleave cost, which, like I said, is surprisingly you can get there a little bit easier. Of course you got to be playing the Mirror Breaker. If you're in red, you have to be playing it. I'm playing 3 copies right now, and I'm also playing Urbrask Forge. This card is so nuts. There's all of these hasty and big creatures just constantly attacking. It puts the opponent in some really interesting situations that hopefully I can be able to display right here. Right now with the deck, I believe I am 13 and 8 with the deck right now. 4 Jewel Thieves, and a lot of people have been like, hey, why aren't you playing the other 3-drop that just puts a forest onto the battlefield? And the reason why is because of this Gambit, but also most of the time when I'm playing this, that Vigilance Trampler aspect of the 3/3 has been so relevant, especially since I am playing a couple of planeswalkers, playing a few planeswalkers, and being able to attack with my flyers and being able to hold back with blockers, but still try to push in some damage against a lot of the meta where there's a bunch of 2/2s, 1/1s onto the battlefield. Jewel Thief actually just has been better for me. Wandering Emperor, obviously absolute fire of a card. This card has been obviously kind of wild, just giving us that card advantage, or being able to get an extra 3 treasure tokens onto the battlefield, whichever is the most beneficial at the time. Arlinn, playing 1 of, and this is a possibility it may need to be more of than just 1. Just having the ability to flash that in is more important when you have more of a creature based deck, but we've got a nice good mixture of creatures and other things, so it's less relevant. So I'm basically using it for the 2/2s, but it's just kind of been of a house of a card. Then Fleetfoot Dancer is really strong in the format with the trample, lifelink, and haste. The haste allows us to be able to just keep attacking, but then the lifelink is so important against the really one of the most important decks in mono red, and mono red has a little more difficulty dealing with this. There's only 1 or 2 cards, or they have to double up on spells, which makes it a lot better for you to be able to last the game a little bit longer. The Dawn Sky, obviously just another powerhouse of a card. that just gets value even if they have removal for it. And once Rith hits the battlefield and you've got like maybe 1-2 dragons onto the battlefield, dude, this card is just so nuts. And a lot of the times if they can't deal with it right away, and having the ward too is really important. So normally they have to do it on their upkeep. It's really hard for them to be tapped or to not be tapped out and deal with this and be able to try to deal with the rest of your board, which it gives all your other dragons ward 2 as well. But creating those 4/4 dragons happens quite a bit. And then this just having one of Nissa here, because we can ramp pretty well. And in the format, you do have a lot of artifacts and enchantments in the format. And a lot of the times when you're playing against like a Traxa, the enchantment that was that, I think it's Leyline, that they basically get to cost, it gets cast for 1 mana. It's just kind of nutty, and we can actually just deal with that, not just with the destroy evils, but with Nissa, and have a continual threat on the board. And then 1 Shivan Devastator, another haste that if you draw this late game and you got a bunch of mana, you can just kill somebody on the spot, and that happens. So there's just a lot of haste aspect to the deck, a few different planeswalkers, and honestly it's just a mid-range deck that we can kind of ramp into some of that stuff. Here is the land, the lands that I got in the situation. I mean the deck link will be posted in the chat or down below in the comments section. This is our sideboard. We got a couple of pithing needles, which I bring in actually against mono white a lot of the times. And I don't know, these might need to be moved out. Not real sure. I'm still kind of playing around with them because there's all these different variations of mid-range right now that use planeswalkers, and ones that are just really can be backbreaking. So I want to be able to try to utilize those the best that I can. Destroy evil, just an extra one on the side, which is really important, and a couple of return to nature depending on what kind of deck that I'm running up against. Return to nature might just be one of the best cards against my opponent. And Reckoner, an extra Reckoner, if I'm playing against a control deck, I want an ability to draw some more cards. There you go. And then those hyper aggro lists or those mid-range decks that try to outclass us, we kind of allow them, if we have one of these in our hands, we can allow them to play their mid-range big cards, and then we can just wipe the board and then play ours in return. Stonebrain, have to have them against Atraxa right now. A couple of unlicensed Hearst against anything interacting with the graveyard. Brotherhoods and absolutely fan-freaking-tastic against the mono red and mono white, and any of those Jund, low to the ground value decks. Obviously very, very good. So that's what the sideboard looks like. Now let's get into the games. So just to give you all a little bit of detail on what the deck, what the rank of the deck, or how the win rate on the deck, I'm 13-7. So I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot of people are prepared for it, which I think is kind of fantastic. Well, we have no red source here, so there's that. Well, looks like we're playing against mono black, which normally is kind of hit or miss with it. If we're playing against mono black poison, it's a little interesting. Sometimes they can be splashing blue, but it doesn't look like it's the poison deck. No, it's just straight up mono black. We're gonna hold up. We're gonna hold up Wandering Emperor here. At this point, I don't think I want them drawing cards. So I'm going to just get rid of the Reckoner here.
I hope you're ready to lose.
Just get rid of that. Gain some life.
Is final.
This makes them have a removal spell besides cut to deal with our 3/3. I mean, granted, they can kill the Emperor here, right? Like, no matter what. Oh, that's a good draw. Gix is a cool card. I actually I like Gix a lot. Okay, well, they're fully done. Now, unfortunately, they're going to be able to not only kill our Planeswalker, they're going to be able to draw a card from this.
That's it then.
Which is pretty good. I don't. This will be interesting. I mean, I have to get rid of Gix. That means they're going to be able to draw some extra cards. Yeah, I got to get rid of Gix. I don't know if they're playing any sacrifice abilities. That's why I went ahead and did it now, because I don't want them to be able to draw additional cards. Now, if they hit an Invoke Despair here, it's horrific for us. Absolutely horrific. But this also protects our Rith against an Invoke Despair by playing this way, because I'm gonna have a creature that I can sack. I have Kiki to sack. I'm gonna play this land mainly because I want to be able to cast this Nissa and be able to put a threat on the board. Or yeah. I mean, the Reckoner's drawing them cards, but I might have to just move towards more of a threat, because if they end up, they're gonna hit removal at some point. They're playing mono black, so I've got to be able to be better. God, the problem. Sheoldred is a problem. I think their draws just might have been better than ours. They had a really explosive start. Their curve was basically perfect. I mean, we have to hit a removal spell. Do I not have 4? Oh, I can't play that. Dadgummit. Okay, well. Sheesh. Well, we've got to try to end the game. I mean, we're like super dead with one removal spell. We're super dead with one removal spell, obviously, and we're only we have one turn to get rid of Sheoldred, and we're one Invoke Despair away from dying, which they've got to be drawn at some point. Okay, we're dead. Well, actually, we don't have a creature in the grave, do we? Do they? They go ahead and get theirs. Yep. That was big unfortunate, wasn't it? So we're going to bring in the unlicensed first. The destroy evils are definitely good against Shieldred, and I'm actually probably gonna lower my Fateful Absence and add these depopulate. I might even bring in Stone Brain and get rid of Shieldred or Invoke Despair. They have so many like really strong cards, but I don't want to get off of my game plan by over sideboarding, which is what you can do really easily in matchups like this. Is you can get to a spot where you over sideboard. So I don't want to make that mistake. If we hit one of these forges, man, it just becomes such a problem for them. I don't think Nissa is good here. We got to make a couple more cuts. These large flyers that we can get like extra value out of are fantastic. So we definitely want to take those out. Golly, this is actually a really hard decision here. Because I think they're really only interacting with the graveyard with, oh gosh, with O Tenacious there. So maybe I don't need to get too crazy with that. I would love to not mulligan. That would be ideal. But I don't know. I'm going to keep this since we have Reckoner and we have a Destroy Evil. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. This, I mean, it could be it could be a terrible play. Never punished. Okay, they can evolve the Sleeper. And make it a 3/3. But I don't really... With Death Touch, I'd rather get this treasure. Definitely would rather get this treasure. All right, they get a Trespasser trigger. This will definitely be a problem for them with the Ward 2. That means they have to hit a land. This definitely means they have to hit a land here, and then next. Actually, we don't have 2 red sources for. That's going to be a problem. Okay, so they hit their land, which is going to be problematic. Yeah, we're not blocking. Okay. Oof, that's a draw right there. That's a draw. Problem is we're okay. We need to start activating this Reckoner, but they, I mean, them playing mono black, they really don't have a way to deal with our Reckoner anyway. If they just want to keep pinging us, that's fine. They're not wanting to sink any mana into it, which means they probably have an Invoke Despair in their hand. Okay, now here comes the mana sink. With us being very reactive to this, we'd rather be being proactive here. I think the problem has been we haven't been able to kind of like get that extra value. Okay. They sink mana. Okay, come on. All right, we're gonna look at our top three here, or top two here. Okay. This is what we kind of needed. This is what we needed. This 8-point life swing. This 8-point life swing is kind of crazy. All right, let's draw a card. That seems okay. We can do this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can be swinging with a 7/7. And we have to cast it, or those are going to be 4/4s. 3, 6, 9. Do we allow them to draw a bunch of cards? This is going to be, oh, I think we're going for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going for it. We're swinging with the house. All right, we go up to 18. We go up to 18. Okay. All right, can we pull this out? Yep, there goes underdog. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to be able to do here. So they're going to try to draw some cards. They're going to draw, looks like 3 in total after underdog for a removal spell. If we hit a creature, they're dead. Because we can just, yeah, we might, oh, okay, that's not it. Oh wow, okay, I guess they didn't draw a removal spell. Okay, I think we sideboarded properly. Brotherhood's in might actually just, they're playing more aggro and they're trying to keep Gix involved. I mean, do we just take out this and bring in the Brotherhood? I'm just going to take out the Stone Brains. We're going to be going over their Shieldred anyway. So I'm just going to take it out. I'm just going to take it out. We might just not need it. All right, this is a great opener. Well, having Forge is massive. Having Forge here is absolutely massive. We're going to get that out ASAP. With them not having like a super aggressive start, this depopulate I think is going to be insane. Now, obviously, invoke despair if they have it. It's gonna hurt us. It's definitely gonna hurt. Okay. We're hoping they don't just have invoke despair here, because that will suck. That's gonna hurt. I'm hoping they just they just double cast 2 creatures here. That's my hope. They're being really aggressive with this damage. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh shit, I forget that doesn't get that, does it? They've got multiple invoke despairs. That is unfortunate. We're gonna have to have. our lifelinker. We're gonna have to hit the lifelinker here. Also gonna have to double spell here. Get an extra point of damage in. This might actually make the difference too. Okay. All right. Now, if they have Invoke Despair, we're only going to end up taking 2 damage, which I'm all but certain they do because the way that they've played this. Yeah, we're in trouble. They're just playing. They've played all these removal spells, which is kind of what our hand was exactly designed for them not to have. Like, they played very aggressive creatures both game 1 and 2, and then they haven't played any of them. I don't want to have to do this, but I'm trying to hold up destroy evil here. Gosh, please don't. Please don't. If they hit a creature here, we're just dead. Okay. They can't activate. If they hit a creature and activate Reckoner, it's it. That's our only hope. Wow, they didn't. We got to hit our lifelinker right here. Nope. All right, that's something. That's something. That is something. We got to put all the blockers under the sun up right now. This forge is keeping us in it because it's making them play very oh no, that's not good. That's not good at all. Dang it. God, this is so close. This is so close. They go to 4. Okay. Draw a card. Oh man, okay.
We'll catch them by surprise.
Jeez. I think we're just gonna go double spells here. I'm just gonna be able to hold up Riveters here. They go to 5. I can flash this in. God, they've drawn a million cards. How are we not dead here? We didn't hit our life linker at all this game. Fleetwood, whatever. Okay. They crew. If they have a removal spell, we're obviously dead. They're gonna have to have double removal spell. They have 5 mana and 3 cards, which they very well could. Woo! God, that was a nail biter. Sheesh. Dad gum, that was buck wild. Okay, so we moved to 14 and 7 with the deck. Nice. Sheesh. That was crazy. No idea what they could have had there. That was, I'm utterly baffled what they drew. Utterly baffled. The forge took over that game. I don't like that. I like having a little more of aggressive hand. This one's still not great by no means, but it is what it is. Another mono black player. You don't say. We really need to hit a land here. We really need a land for this forge. Ooh. I think it's more important here for this to eat up a removal spell and being able to create a token or a treasure token here so that we can cast forge, which makes them play a little differently. Sucks to do this, but honestly, forge is one of the more difficult cards for them to deal with. Now they can still outrace us right now, but if we hit a land for the Mirror Breaker and land a decent sized creature, it definitely makes things more interesting. And we have 2 of the Fleetfoot. Oh my gosh, are you serious right now? We had a 46% chance of hitting the land. Ugh. We might just be dead here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're dead exactly. They missed it. They could have just pumped Shadow and ended the game. I mean, we're still super dead here, right? I don't think there's anything we're gonna be able to do. Yeah, we're still super dead. They got lucky. They got lucky. Okay, so now we'll bring in the depopulates. And Brotherhood End. They definitely had like a super violent opener. We take out Nissa. Cut probably. I don't know if Arlinn chords the play. Probably cut one Rith. Oh gosh, I went in with 61. Oh my gosh, I thought oops, whoops. Accidentally went in with 61. Well, this is a hell of an opener here. Those sleeves are sick. I like mine though too. Mm-hmm. That card can just really kind of get out of control, so I'm going to go ahead and just try to be aggressive here. Because I have the ability to gain life. Because Fleetfoot, you can really play kind of wild. Okay. They're going to get the draw card. Big sad. Since... yeah, okay. Ugh. They got the Obliterator. All right, we got to hit a removal spell for that one. And that really shuts down me attacking with this. But at least I have a choice. At least I have a choice. Shielder's pretty good here. Oh man. Yeah, I gotta do it. Gotta do it. Their hand was just way too much. Their hand was way too good. But the good thing is they shouldn't have. Oh my lord. Come on, draw me something good. Draw me something good. Okay. I mean, I want them to attack. I want them to attack with this Obliterator. We just need them to not have another one. Because we're going to be able to gain our life back. Most of it. Okay, they didn't attack. They were smart. I'm gonna go ahead and play this one. Because next turn, if they hit a land, we can just win. Right? No, we gotta go one more. Math bad. I'm math bad. We need one. Okay, I was about to say. All right, we need an. Since we know that they're playing, I mean, it's weird because some of these mono black decks don't actually play. They really don't play the too many obliterators. Maybe just one or two. I mean, is it worth bringing in this other destroy evil? I don't know. I don't think it is. Maybe I bring one of those in and just have one Brotherhood. Yeah, let's do that. We have a depopulate and a Fateful Absence, so I think I'm going to keep this. 3 lands. We've got our double white. Yeah. Yeah, no, we just, I kind of just hope that they just flood the board with a million creatures. But they'll probably play, I mean, if they were smart, which I think they probably are. They're probably not going to flood the board again. Did they not? Did they not hit a land? Oh gosh. They missed a land drop. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this thing then. Wow, okay, they just scooped it up. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. I guess it was too much. They kept a bad hand. That's bad on them. Okay. Okay. All right, we'll just keep it rolling. We're 2-0 right now. 2-0. With the deck, I guess we're at, what is that? 15-7. 15-7 with the list. Now, keep in mind, the season just, or not the season, but the month just reset or whatnot, so that's why we're in platinum. Most of the games with this game was in diamond. Ooh, they got to take the forge, right? Oh my, they haven't read forge. That's the only thing I can think of. They have not read forge. Or they had another. Or they had another duress. It's interesting to me that people are playing duress just absolutely main board, which is probably not like a terrible call. Does this get countered? Probably. But I would rather them. We'll see. We'll see what this is here. I think they got a counter spell. Yeah. All right, so we're playing against, for sure, Grixis, like hyper control. You're not countering this. They know that I have the Fateful Absence, so they probably for sure have like a Shieldred in hand, but they don't want me to kill it, so they're holding up. They probably have another counter spell too. I'm gonna try to flash this in, and I feel like it's probably gonna get countered, but that's fine. Now, I don't think they would have another one. Let's see if we get in. They have another one? They do, okay. I mean, that's fine since we have another Blazing Sky, but we're kind of running out here. Okay. So they're playing Atraxa here. Okay. They are playing. That's intriguing. We're getting in. Yeah, we're just gonna have to be hyper aggressive here because Atraxa is a problem. Atraxa is a big problem. Now we do have removal spell for it, so they won't be able to gain life. We might be able to kind of already turn the corner before they can really cast Atraxa for, well, they put 2 in the grave so far. Before they can get a bunch of value. But I am going to go ahead and get rid of this Corpse Appraiser and then play this other Fleetfoot, because we got to put the gas down. We got to put the gas down. They go to 3. Now we do have a removal spell for Atraxa if they play it, which is our saving grace. Doesn't look like they have it. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yep. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Stone Brains are coming in. Let's see what they put a bunch of stuff in the graveyard. So it's really Atraxa. They didn't play any walkers that we saw. So Pithing Needle's a no-go. I'm going to go ahead and return to nature. All right, we got 5 cuts to make. 5 cuts. This is actually the hard part. Trying to figure out what to cut here. All these cards are pretty good against. Like Atraxa is the only hit off this. We didn't see any Planeswalkers game 1, but that doesn't necessarily mean, so I'm gonna cut that for sure. I cut this like damn near every game if you notice, but it's still just like a fun card that I like playing with. I probably need to just cut it from the list, to be honest. We have 4 more cuts to make. I don't know if I want the game to go long. Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, if we get especially in this version of Atraxa, if we get a Stone Brain and just get Atraxa, it's very, very, very difficult for them to get the win because they're going really, really heavy into Atraxa. That's a card right there. That's a good draw. Let's draw some cards when you hit some lands. All right, good stuff. Land. Duress. Try to flash this in. Okay, it gets countered. All right, this is good because now we're just going to get Fleetfoot down and going. We're going to get Fleetfoot down and rolling. Wow, okay. A little surprised by that. They have like an Essence Scatter or something? Oh no, they can still counter it with the other one, the casualties. Disdainful Stroke? Okay, fair. All right, we're just gonna keep putting the gas down. Get in there. Yep. We just every turn we have to be attacking. The longer this game goes, the worse it gets for us. Exile these top 2. Hopefully we get some gas out of it. Okay, at least it's a land. At this point, it's just we're just gonna try to outvalue. Crew up. If they have another removal spell, I mean, I feel like I'm almost okay with that. It might just be done here. This might be it. Nope. Okay, we get a treasure token. Okay. They hit a Corpse Appraiser. We need a flyer. We need something that hopefully we can just outvalue here. We need to hit a stone brain, honestly. We got to hit it quickly, and that is not a stone brain. Come on. No, but that is something. They discarded Atraxa. Did they not have it? Oh, they don't have a, oh, they do. Why? They have another one? I'm like I'm like so confused right now. Okay. They're gonna return it that way. Oh my gosh, the mistakes were made. Making double sure. Okay, it's an enchantment. Yeah, go for it. Peep the hand. If we hit a creature here that can crew up, we're good. That works too. That works. Now, unless this is a removal spell. That was not a removal spell. I think our opponent misplayed there. I think they misplayed. Because they could have just read ahead and got Atraxa back. Now, I don't think it changes the outcome of the game because of that draw. Because we knew that our draw was, and I did have a removal spell for Atraxa. So I don't think it changes the game. I don't think it changes the outcome, but they definitely misplayed. But that's, listen, that is the old Fleetfoot. That's a Fleetfoot for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. I obviously had a ton of fun playing this game. I'm going to be having another video coming out really soon with a Rakdos sack deck that works with Omnixilis, and it's a banger. And so right now with that list, it is 15 and 10. So it's got a nice good winning record. But most of those wins have come from the adjustments that I've made along the way to get where it's at now. So Fleetfoot is a awesome deck. The Fleetfoot Dragon deck Nihilist. No one's playing Naya, and this is just such a fun deck to play. You can kind of win in a lot of different variations in a lot of different ways, but feel free to enjoy the deck. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, everyone. Take care. Cheers.